I have been blessed to have many leadership roles, as Ann mentioned previously. And what I'm going to talk about right now is going to require some vulnerability on my part, which means I need some confidentiality on your part to keep this between us. I've been able to be a youth leader across the West Coast, all the way from Mexico to Washington. One of the things you find about working with youth is you find that they have fears. Fears about relationships, fears about spiders, heights, fears of public speaking. Some of you have probably heard of Albert Bandura. He was a social scientist who took a group of 10 adults that were deathly afraid of snakes, and within a matter of hours had cured them of their phobia. When we talk about people's fears, sometimes they seem irrational. I remember a boy I met in Mexico, we'll call him Juan. He was deathly afraid of ghosts. In fact, that affected him so much, he was hesitant to go into another room where he hadn't been before. I decided it was my job to take on the responsibility to get over that fear. I located a house out in the middle of nowhere, and I figured we'd go there for a weekend and work through this. His mother was supportive. She provided the food for the trip. And on our way there, we got a late start, started getting dark, started getting raining, exactly the context you would expect for a scary movie type situation. And I could see him tensing up. I tried to calm him down by saying things. We're going to work on this together. We got off the highway, get onto the dirt, bumpy road, arrive at the house, get out of the car, go up to the porch, and with its condition, I'm surprised neither of us fell through. I reached for the door to push it open, which was hanging at an angle. Loud screech as it opened. Get inside the living room, and what appeared to be dozens of mice go scurrying for their hiding places. Strange thing happened. Juan seemed to relax when he saw the mice. I decided I didn't want to move too fast in this process. So I decided we'd sleep in that living room in which we arrived. Juan insisted on moving the love seat next to the couch, facing each other, so we could sleep beside each other for that night. And there were several times during the night where he awakened me because of noises that he couldn't explain. I couldn't explain them either, but I wasn't going to tell him that. We were both relieved when daylight finally came. Didn't want to take the time to warm up breakfast, so his mom had given us some chorizo burritos, put a little salt on it, that warmed them up, and we were able to eat breakfast. Then I said, let's go ahead and explore the rest of the house. So we went upstairs, narrow staircase there, filtered light shining through. Then we opened a door to another room that wasn't so well lit, and bats come flying out past us. Scared me like crazy, but I tried to hide it. Again, Juan seemed to relax when he saw the bats. I said, let's go outside for a while. There was a hill behind the house, so let's go ahead and take a trip there. Grabbed some lunch, put it in a bag, and started walking towards the hill. Talked before about how people's fears are irrational. I had a dog bite me just above my eye here, on my hand here, and once on my left leg, which caused a trip to the emergency room. So my fear of dogs was very... As we were walking along, I could see in the distance a couple of large dogs racing towards us. Right, heading back for the house. I could see I wasn't going to make it, so I threw the lunch aside, climbed the nearest tree, and escaped up into the tree. Heart racing, look down and see Juan playing with the dogs at the bottom of the tree. What a great leader I turned out to be. I convinced him to get rid of the dogs. I came down the tree. He took my hand and led me down the garden path, just like I've been leading you.